Hello and good morning to everyone who's participating in Morning Mad Science today. I miss seeing all of your faces and I hope you're doing well at home. So today we're going to be doing a really fun project. We're going to be learning about the way plants bring water up through their stems into their petals and their leaves, and everything stays hydrated. That's also the way nutrients go. And then we're going to be doing a really fun lava lamp. So for our first project, we were supposed to be doing colored flowers, but we're going to be doing colored celery because we were unable to find white flowers, which happens. Totally good. Sometimes you can't find the things you need, so we improvise. So the first thing we're going to need is celery. Then we're going to need a cup, some food dye, which I have purple here, I'm very excited about, and water. So it doesn't have to be any kind of special water. I just brought this in here so I wouldn't have to run back and forth to the sink. But the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fill up your cup with water. We don't want to fill it all the way to the top because once we put the celery in, it's going to make the water go up. So we're going to put that aside. Next, we're going to take our food dye and we're going to put 3 to 6 drops. I'm going to do 6. All right. You're going to see that food dye separating. And since there's a lot of water in here, I'm going to do 2 more drops just to make sure. Okay. So now we're going to put that food dye away. And we're going to put the celery in. We can use the celery to mix up the water to make sure all the food dye gets nice and even. And then we're going to take this cup and we're going to put it in a well-lit window. We want to make sure that it's getting lots of light so that it can go through all of the processes it needs to. So what I want you guys to do is in your science journal, I want you to record what happens in an hour, what happens in 6 hours, and what happens the next day. And what you're going to be looking at is the stem and the leaves. They're going to start to change colors. So we're going to put that aside. So how this works is plants and flowers have a part of them called the xylem. The xylem acts as an elevator to bring water and nutrients up through the stem and the petals of the plant. So the reason we dye the water is so that we can see how the xylem goes up and fills all of the parts of the plant. So our next project is going to be lava lamps, which is really exciting. I've done this online with you guys before. So the first thing we're going to need is a cup of water with food dye. I chose this teal color because it's very pretty. And I've already put the water and the food dye in. As you can see, you don't need a lot of water. You're mostly going to need vegetable oil. You're also going to need an Alka-Seltzer tablet. It's going to look like a really big Smartie, but definitely not taste like one. And then we're going to need vegetable oil. You can use baby oil if you'd like your lava lamp to be clearer, but for the purpose of purchasing large quantities of oil for you guys, we've gone with vegetable oil, which will work just fine. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pour our vegetable oil almost to the top. And as we're pouring in our vegetable oil, I want you guys to watch and see what's happening. A lot of the water is bubbling up. You can see it because of the teal. And it's going to start to separate from the oil because oil and water do not mix. So once that really starts to separate out, it doesn't have to be separated completely. We're going to put our tablet in. Some people choose to break it up and some people don't. I found that it works the best when you don't break it up, but some people claim that it works better when you do break it up. So that's up to you guys to decide what you'd like to do. So then you're going to take it and you're going to drop it in. It's going to start to fizz up and create a bubbling reaction. And I'm not sure if you can hear it on the camera, but it is making a fizzing sound. It's super pretty to watch. I know a lot of people will put lights underneath it, and it's beautiful. And you can keep doing this over and over again as soon as it calms down with different Alka-Seltzer tablets, or the same Alka-Seltzer tablet, but you know, a new one. So what is happening with this experiment is the water at the bottom bubbles up and gets caught in the oil because oil and water don't mix. And whenever you put the Alka-Seltzer tablet in, it's fizzing up and creating oxygen. If oil and water mixed, it would just make the water fizz, and it wouldn't do this cool like lava lamp effect. So I hope you guys enjoyed Morning Math Science today. Have a great day.